Arctic Adventures Tunalik 2 Fishing Camp in Northern Quebec offers miles of pristine river fishing for large, aggressive brook trout. For a short period each year, huge numbers of sea run and native brookies migrate through these waters and can be caught using a variety of flies and techniques. So, join us as we fish for brook trout in Northern Quebec today as we take you sport fishing on the fly. Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you in part by the Frog Boat, inspired by nature, ingenious by design. Able, the reel for the record books. The Freshwater Fishery Society of BC, making fishing in BC even better. And Arctic Adventures, providing memorable fishing experiences since 1969. On the bugger?
Oh yeah, the bulldog, yeah. Yeah, they're taking it right dry. I've had I don't know how many on. The bulldog works everywhere. Oh, that might be a char. That's really taking some lines. Oh, nice fish. I don't know if these are sea run brookies or. Yeah, beautiful sea run brook trout with nice and silver.
Beautiful spots.
Oh,
they're just slamming the bugger. They're not taking the dry.
boy, they got a lot of spunk. These are all sea run fish. Oh, lost my bugger.
Well, we've come down to the first spot. Not too many bugs around. You know, we had a little bit of wind up. The bulldog tried the head end, and you know, the funny thing is, every cast with that bulldog again, I think you hit the right spot. You're getting quite a few. But Donald brought us down, and this is what you call the really nice area where they like to hold.
Yeah, this is like the tailhead of the pool. So typically there'll be a lot of fish here. So when we start fishing, we want to start close to shore. And this would be a perfect place to try a dry fly.
And it's kind of like steelhead, right? It's they like this kind of push at the tail out. I mean, I love this for steelhead fishing. So yeah, same thing, what do we expect? Brookies, char, we could get anything.
No, mostly we're going to get brook trout here.
Okay.
The char would hold up in the deeper water and they'll be close to the bottom.
Okay.
And there's Atlantic salmon here, but they'll hold where there's a bit more.
Wouldn't that be special? We happen to pop an Atlantic salmon. I'm looking forward to it. Well, first in. You know you're going to catch fish. The bulldog's out.
Oh yeah, you're out. We have a rule here. You get 7 fish with 5 minutes, you're out, so you're done for the day.
Yeah, you put the bulldog on, he posted him, so I'm going in. I'm going in. There we go. Oh yeah. Just a little further out, a little bit more in the current. Nice brookie to start. We have a lot of different patterns we have the option of tying today too, so what we'll do is when we go to the bench, We've got a bunch of unique patterns for the brookies up here that we'll go to the bench and tie, but these are small fish to start, but just beautiful colors and good scrappers. Oh yeah, pretty fish. Really chrome. Whoa. Whoa. Just gonna try to unhook them too much without touching them. Let that guy go, and we'll show you some bigger fish as we go. But that's nice. Nice to start. Oh, there's another guy. Geez, yeah, they're a dime a dozen in here. Real nice sea run brookies. You know, they're getting a real nice shiny color to them. Try to hold the bigger one up for everybody a little later, but these guys are real nice shiny color. There he goes. Almost time to try the dry, I think. Don's working a dry right below me, and he just caught one on the dry, so I think once it warms up a little bit and get a few more fish moving, we'll convert to the dry. That's a nice size. That's better. That guy just came and cruised right off the top. Wow. That was right in, you know, a couple feet of water. And this guy, he's going up.
Now they got lots of spunks. Those first ones I caught in the current, it was a good, nice fish.
Oh yes, this one's a beauty. That's what you expect to catch. These are nice. Whoa, yeah. Oh, and Don's got one on too. Nice. Maybe we got a batch coming through. Boy.
Is that a char or
tough fish? Yeah, I don't know.
It's a nice fish.
He took it right off the top. It was just swinging in by shore.
Well, they do have Atlantic salmon here too, eh?
Yeah, what is that? Is it?
No, big brookie. Yeah, sea run brook trout.
Wow.
Tell me to hold that.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna hold this up for everybody. That's a beautiful. Look at how thick they are. Look at the colors. They're just gorgeous fish. Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, sea run.
Nice and fat too. That's what we want to catch. You know,
the same as that
2-3 pounds.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, and the bulldog's in the way.
Heads up.
Oh, that's great. They followed all the way across the current. So I'm casting to the far side where that other riffle is. You let it just swing through that tail, and the brookies are just dive bombing it. We're gonna try to get some on film. It's tough, but man, oh man, they're look at this guy, another gorgeous fish. Wow. Oh man, they're tough. Tough fish. Oh yeah. Man, they're nice. Look at that. Look at how nice, look at how pretty that fish is. Just beautiful colors. Barbless hook, there he goes. And you know, the neat thing is you're getting fresh fish all the time. There's a big rapid below us. All the fish are pushing up through, trying to get up to the lake and the headwaters, and they're just pouring through here, and you can sit here all day and pick off fish. And we're waiting for those big guys. I know Dale's going a little deeper, trying to get down to some bigger fish. They're coming right up that rapid, Dale, right in front of you.
I see that.
Yeah. Coming right up in.
I don't know if they're coming out of the pool though. Like, I wonder if they're just.
Well, we haven't caught many up above here. It's all coming through there. Like, look where Dawn is.
He's a beauty. You gonna net him or do you want me? Oh, it's a char. Want me to net him or? It's got to be a char, isn't it? Beauty.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh, that's a beauty.
Hard to tell, eh? Nice fish though.
That's a char, eh?
Char, yeah. Looks like.
Well, you fought like crazy, eh?
Oh, you could, your rod was certainly bent.
How big is he doing?
4.5 pounds.
Nice.
Hold my rod, please. Hey. Oh, that didn't take long. Nice fish though, Donald. What do you got on there?
Casting on the other side in the slack water. You know, and then doing a big mend. Try that out there. I think there's some big fish.
Big char sitting there? Yeah, that would be good. That was a beauty.
Yep.
Donald always catches the biggest fish. It's his claim to fame. It's that nice brook trout color. He's a big toad.
Oh, it's amazing how many are stacked there, isn't it?
There's lots of fish.
Yeah, get rid of this guy. There he goes. You know, I'm thinking maybe we should try a dry, Dale.
What's that?
What? I'm thinking I'm going to try a dry.
Oh yeah, they're just taking this.
They're right on
even
top.
that bulldog, they're hitting right on the surface.
Well, what I'll do is I'm going to start
It's
with
starting to clear up. We're starting to get some sunny breaks, so.
Well, I got those big mouse patterns. Of course, the brookies love the mouse patterns. I think I'll start with something that's a little more sane, maybe a kind of a hopper type pattern. And then if I don't have any luck, I'll move on to the big mouse pattern. So let's try a dry.
Oh, I got him. Oh, nice fish too on the mouse. Oh. Was that ever good, eh? The little mouse off the. Oh, he's a nice fish too. He's a mouse eater. Oh. I see the mouse pattern, eh? This little brook trout. Oh, another one on the mouse. Right in tight too.
Might have to put the mouse on.
I must say it's the first time I've ever caught fish with a mouse pattern. Another nice little brook trout. They are aggressive fish.
Got to add to my arsenal. We got a couple of big mice patterns here. Mouse patterns, mice patterns, what do you call them? Multiple mouses, mice?
Oh no.
What?
Well, where did I put?
Hey, you put the big ones in the dry fly box.
Well, I have the big ones, but the big one, I've got the little baby.
Oh, really?
Well, you could try the big one. Try the big one then and see what.
Geez.
But
Maybe we
is the
can
little
attract the big guy. I got a huge, like this thing's huge.
Here's the little guy. Here's the one I'm using.
Yeah, look at the
That's what I
size difference.
say.
It's like 3 times the size.
I don't know.
Oh, I'll give it a shot. What the heck? He doesn't mind being the guinea pig. I'm always the guinea pig.
Try the giant mouse.
He'll try the big mouse up in the fast water. That's funny. I'm casting this big mouse pattern, which is just a pain to cast, way over in the far bank. And I'm bringing it back, but the fish are boiling at it, but the mouse is too big for him to eat it. I've had 3 really good splashes at it, but they're trying to drown the fly. And I think the mouse is way too big. I think we need the small one for over here for these ones. But this big mouse should work good upstream, for sure, for those big brookies. Geez, it's been great action. You know, it's tough because I got this monster mouse on. I think we showed you earlier. Oh, and he just got off. And only the certain size fish can get it. And I've just been skittering it across and popping it through here. Look at, and Dale's just skating the fly right in front of him. And the fish are coming in and just whacking it. Look at the size of this thing. I mean, it's, it's like casting a bird. It's just amazing. Totally visual, totally dry. It's very cool. Very cool. Let's see if I can get it out here again. Wow. Tough to cast. Wow. Go all the way across, pop it. I'm just popping it across the surface. Oh, look at that guy. That just, he just,
Hey, that was a big one.
That was a big fish too, right on top. Just casting it out, pop, 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 and bam, he just came right out of the water. You might even seen it on camera. That's just incredible.
He liked the big mouse.
Oh, man, it's tough to cast. You gotta really, there it is. That's the cast. That's where I want to be. Pop it.
I'd like to see that one hit again. That was a big one.
That was a nice fish.
He was behind that big rock there, wasn't he?
Oh, see that?
He came for it again.
Well, I go, oh! I pulled it out of his mouth. This is just fantastic. One thing though, you get a sore arm from this. Big brook trout love big patterns, like large mouse patterns and big streamers. So today we're going to tie you up with a Tunalik streamer. Make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. We'll use a size 4 stainless steel saltwater hook to tie on, some 6/0 black thread to tie with, some white EP fibers for the tail, some pearl polar flash for the flash, some UV2 scud dubbing for the body, some black rabbit strip for the back, and some large eye guinea for the gills. As always, I've put my thread on and built up a nice base layer onto the hook. I'm just taking a clump of my EP fibers, and I'm going to start just behind the eyelet because I want the body nice and consistent for the shape. So I'll take that back to the bend of the hook, and then I'll cut the EP fibers about 3 inches. I want this fly about 3 inches long, so I'm going to cut it on a bit of a taper and make it about 3 inches long. Now the tail's tied in, I've taken about 3 strands of my polar flash, and we're going to double it up on the hook. So I'm just going to put that onto the hook, wrap it back, and keep it on the top of the hook. Extend it back about the length of the EP fiber we put in, and just cut it off. And that's going to be our highlight. Now we're ready to put on the back, and it's a kind of combination back and tail. And I like to use the black rabbit. I've got about a small to medium sized zonker black rabbit strip. And I'm just going to measure it back here, put it right at the very back of the hook. Take just a few wraps just to secure that down. And then again, I'm going to extend the rabbit back and make it as long as the tail on the EP fibers. And I want it just to go just slightly past where those EP fibers end. And cut it off. And that's your tail. And this will create the body or the back on the fly after we dub in the body. Now that the back's tied in, I really like this next material. It's a UV2 dubbing, and the reason I use it is because it really does mimic the color of fish, the body. It sparkles, it is UV2, so I prefer this scud dubbing. And all we're going to do is I'm just going to dub it on my thread, and you know what, you can put it on fairly thick because we want this body to be fairly thick. And then we'll wrap it forward to form the body. Now the body's tied in, I'm going to take my rabbit back and I'm going to move it forward just behind the hook eye, and we'll tie off there in preparation for the gills we're going to put on next. Now that the back is tied in and the fly has a really good shape, I'm going to take some large eye guinea and I'm going to trim it down. I just want this to lay on the hook like this, but in a nice fashion, right along the whole body length, but I want it small enough to imitate gills and kind of the body. So we're going to take our feather and again just trim it down and taper it to the tail end. Take a good pair of scissors and just trim it so it's no wider than the body. So there it is, there's the finished trimmed guinea, and you can see when I lay it on the body, it is about the length of the body, which is just perfect, just extends back. So I'm going to tie it in, one on one side and one on the other. Now the gills are tied in. Of course, as always, we like to whip finish to finish off the fly. And before I whip finish, many times I will just make sure I've got a nice full head on that fly. So wrap your thread around a few times just to make sure you've got a nice small black head on there, and do your whip finish and make sure this is secure. And with this pattern too, sometimes I'll head cement. I'm not going to head cement this pattern, but a lot of times I will use head cement. So there it is, the finished Tunalik streamer. This color combination works very well for brook trout, and I think it might even work good for other species. So give it a try and let us know. What a great adventure we had up at Tunalik too, and I've never caught brook trout that size before. Just exceptional. I want to thank Donald Tom for joining us today, and of course my brother Dale the Bulldog. We always have a good time when we go out. And I want to thank the people there at Tunalik too for all the hospitality. The staff did a great job of cooking for us. Everything was wonderful. If you want the adventure of a lifetime, give Arctic Adventures a call and book your trip to Tunalik too. And when you're up there, take care, conserve our waters, and we'll see you next time when we take you sport fishing on the fly. To watch all our latest Sport Fishing on the Fly episodes and to order Sport Fishing on the Fly merchandise, head to www.sfotf.ca. And if you would like to book an adventure like this one shown, head to ontheflyadventures.ca and book yourself the trip of a lifetime.